Brian Urlacher earlier this morning announcing his retirement via Twitter. Fritzy got a hold of him. We'll talk to Brian coming up in a moment. I was hoping he'd take the one-year deal to stay with the Bears, and money shouldn't be the factor. I wanted him to stay a Bear, retire a Chicago Bear, and I think the more he thought about it, maybe the offers weren't there, maybe not what he had hoped for, and decided that it was time to call it a career. So Brian Urlacher joining us on the program. How tough was it to come to this conclusion there, Brian?
You know what? I thought about it for a long time now. It's been, since January I thought about it, and just the last a month ago, I was ready to do it then. I just gave it another month to make sure I didn't want to change my mind, but it really wasn't that hard of a decision, I'll tell you the truth.
Any concrete offers there to play this season?
My agent messed with that. I don't know how much what there was out there. Honestly, to tell you the truth, the Bears offered me a contract. I'm sure if I was sat around and waited something during training camp, but I didn't want to do that. And honestly, I don't want to play for anybody else. It would have to be a great deal for me to go somewhere else, and I didn't want to put someone else's jersey on. To tell you the truth. How's
your relationship with the Bears now?
Just like I said, when it all went down, the way it did, I still have a ton of respect for the Bears. Didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but I played 13 years for one of the best franchises in NFL history. I'm very proud of that, and I'm happy I'll never wear another jersey.
So it's solid, rock solid. You'll never play again.
That's my plan. I'm happy. The thing that really made me make this decision is I'm really enjoying my free time right now. I don't have to worry about going to OTAs, no working out with the team, no that stuff. And it's just nice to kind of have my own time and spend it with my family, fishing, golfing, whatever I want to do.
But you're going to get a point in the season or the year because your body tells you it's time to do this as an athlete. At what point is it really going to hit you that you're retired, you don't play football anymore?
Probably when I start watching my teammates, right around training camp or some point around there is when it's going to hit me, I think. My body's telling me right now I need to quit. I'll tell you that much. It's my body's saying shut it down.
You can no longer legally hit somebody. You know that.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm all right with that. I had some good ones along the way. I think I'll be okay.
What is the one play, if you say, you know what, that epitomizes me? Was there one play, one highlight where you go, that's what I want to show, I want people to remember?
Yeah, you know what? It's just the play didn't really involve me. There's a play in 2005. We're playing San Fran and Soldier Field. It was like 40-mile-an-hour winds. They kicked the field goal from 50 yards and missed it. Nathan Vasher caught it 8 yards deep in the end zone and brought it out. And I blocked one guy in front of him, and then I kept running beside him and blocked another guy at the end. I think it's just an effort play. That's one of my favorite plays. It hardly ever gets shown, but it's one of my favorite plays.
Have you heard from any of your teammates since you announced your retirement on Twitter?
Yeah, a ton of them. I told a few of them yesterday, and I told a bunch this morning because I wanted them to hear from me first. But, yeah, most of them have texted me or called me this morning.
Anybody try to talk you out of this?
Man, Not after yesterday, it didn't. Up to this point, there's been, my brother and a couple of buddies of mine trying to talk me out of it because they still think I can play. But maybe I can. I don't know. But I don't want to, honestly. I'm done. I don't want to play anymore.
But when we talked, when you were leaving the Bears and you turned down their offer, and at the time I was saying, ego gets in the way because this is personal for you. It's business for the Bears. Do you regret that maybe if you just say, I'll play one more year, money's not the issue, but playing one more year and I get to play in Chicago, you look back on that moment?
No, I don't, because at the time I was mad at the way everything happened, and I wanted to keep playing just to prove them. But like I said, I'm glad I took time to think about this because that's what it took. It's time for me to figure out that it's a business, and as much as I say it, it's hard to believe that. It went down the way it should have went down, and I don't. One more year. What's one more year? 14 years, 13, not a big difference. I still played all 13 with the same team, and I'm proud of that.
What are you going to do next?
Oh, that's a good question. Like I said, I like to golf and fish. I hang out with my family, but you can only do enough golfing and fishing, and then your family gets tired of you. So.
Well, that's just it, though, Brian. I left ESPN. I went home, and no one was around. They're waiting for me when I went home.
My kids are in school all day. What am I going to do? My oldest is about to start driving, then I'm really going to be non-existent. So I don't know. I'll figure something out.
Who's the quarterback or running back you didn't get that you regret not getting?
Oh, know that I didn't get. Jeez. Who? You know, I was lucky enough to play against Brett Favre their last 3 years of his. I played against Aaron Rodgers, great. And most of the teams in our division, other guys. You know, Brady always kicked my butt. You know, I don't think I ever beat Tom. We, as a Bears team, beat Tom Brady when he was a starting quarterback. Yeah, he always played well against us, and he juked me out of my shoes in 2006.
Brian, that highlight.
Did you remember that play?
Oh, my God, yes. Every white guy who can't move loved that play because it was Brady who was doing it.
Man, he got me. But he's all time, obviously one of the best of all time. Peyton beat us in the Super Bowl. I never really had great games against Peyton. But, you know, for most of them, I think I did a good job for the most part.
What about
there's just some guys I had a hard time with.
What about running back?
Running back?
Yeah.
There's so many good ones. I mean, we had decent games against Adrian Peterson. The one game I wish we could take back is the first game we played him his rookie year. He rushed for, I think, 220, and then he ran a kickoff back like 70 yards from the field goal range to beat us. But at the beginning of the game, I said something that I don't remember what I said, but I think I pissed him off because I said something about being a rookie, and me of all people knows better than say that stuff because it doesn't matter. He had a good game.
Wait! You were trash talking Adrian Peterson?
I was something about rookie this, rookie that, you know, and that was a bad move.
He's turned
out to be a pretty good player, hasn't he?
I think he's pretty good. I think he's
done a good job.
Do you have a daughter?
I have 2 daughters and a son.
Oh my God!
Yep.
Now, when boys come over, will you wear eye black?
They don't come over yet, and they probably hopefully won't for about 4 or 5 more years. My oldest is 12, so I'm going to say I have 4 more years at least.
I
probably don't, but I'm saying that.
You go eye black if they come over.
I have a whole lot of eye black. I've been saving it.
As Charles Barkley said, if I kill the first one, word will get around. So
yeah.
Keep that in mind.
I can do that. Well, here's a good thing. She has a lot of, for me at least, I have my brother, and I have a lot of buddies who she considers uncles. So we should have a lot of protection for her.
All right, before I let you go, I'll just create this scenario here. The Bears call, and
you gotta do something, don't you?
Yep, the Bears call, and it's August.
Yep.
I'll play the role.
What do they want to know?
Hey, Brian. We'd like you to come in. You know, we need some help here. We got some injuries.
No.
But don't say no yet until you hear my full offer. You know, we want you to come in.
How about there's no scenario, no amount of money that can bring me back. How about that?
Okay.
So whatever scenario you can throw out there, I'm very happy with my decision. I'm 100% solid on this. I don't. Here's another thing. I'm tired of working out. You know, as old as I am, and as much as my body's sore right now, it's just I'm tired of working out, and it's a lot harder to work out when you're not going in with your teammates and stuff. I figured that out. It's a little bit different when you're not going in and hanging out with your teammates every day, working out together. It's a little bit different when you're on your own. So I'm tired of it.
Are you going to get fat?
I thought about that. I've tried to change my diet. You know, I've lost a few pounds the last couple of weeks, I think. But I don't want to get fat. You know, if I do, I better lose it. But I don't think it's hard for me to gain weight, so hopefully I can keep that trend alive. Yeah,
you just want to look good when you go to the Hall of Fame, though, Brian.
Well, first of all, I got to get in.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try. I mean, if I can get down to like 240, I'm about 260 right now, which is where I like to be. But if I can get down to like 240, 245, that's a solid weight for me, I think.
Well, congrats on the decision. Good luck, and thanks for joining us as always.
Thanks, Dan. Talk to you later.
All right, Brian Urlacher. That's it. Done. No scenario. Even if your kids come to you, your daughter says to you, Dad, would you play one more season? That whole thing, now, it's tougher when you're at that age because you're in your mid-30s, and now what do you do the rest of your life? You get guys who retire in their 30s. Now what do you do? And this whole idyllic setting of, man, I get to go and play golf and fish and do whatever I want, trust me, that doesn't last very long. And you know when your wife says, oh, you know what? Having you at home, it's going to be great. And the kids, and then you go home, the kids aren't there. They got stuff they're doing. They're so used to you not being there. Be like, oh, hey, Dad. Yeah, that doesn't last long.